The guillotine has finally come down on Australia's dirtiest power station, Hazelwood. Its majority owner, the French energy giant ENGIE, ended months of speculation today, announcing the plant will close in 5 months' time. As well as a bleak future for Hazelwood's 750 workers, it's caused jitters about electricity prices and raised questions about Australia's readiness for a low-carbon future. Madeline Morris reports.
We have taken the decision yesterday with our board to close Hazelwood by end of March 2017.
I don't know what to say, to be honest. There's not going to be a lot of work around for the valley, so.
For 50 years, these cooling towers have operated day and night, providing Victoria and other states with a reliable stream of electricity. From April next year, no more. Ultimately, for majority owner ENGIE, the sums just didn't add up.
Today, the prices of electricity are very low in a situation where Hazelwood is more than 50 years old and the least economical plant to run in the Latrobe Valley.
750 direct jobs will be lost, a devastating burden for this already depressed area.
The people I really worry about, there's going to be plenty of people out at Hazelwood that are of an age where they want to continue on working in the industry, which are going to be displaced unless we can come up with a serious plan of redeploying them to other generators. They'll be left in the lurch.
Today, politicians, both state and federal, were out in force to show they were supporting the valley.
A $43 million package.
$22 million package of personalised support.
$3 million for job active assistance.
Hopefully, with proper support, which is available from right now, then we can make that transition a little easier.
The coal towns of the Latrobe Valley have been through this before. Electricity privatisation saw mass job losses in the 80s and 90s. And in 2014, the Energy Bricks coal-fired power station shut down, sacking 70 workers.
I started in 1985. You were proud to work for the power industry. You were proud of this area. If you went somewhere, you would brag. I work at the SEC and a power station.
When Damien Brown lost his job 2 years ago, he threw himself into retraining, just like the Hazelwood workers are being encouraged to do. He's done courses in security, traffic management, rigging and other fields. It's provided very little return, just giving him the odd job here and there. Tough for a man with a wife and 6 kids.
The truth is, it's just not the jobs for the amount of people looking for them. I think the Hazelwood guys will find it hard to find work unless they get help to find the work.
But neither the state nor federal money for retraining and counselling has impressed the union.
We've had a long time to consider this, and the policymakers, in my opinion, have sat on their hands right to the 12th hour when we could have actually had a plan well and truly in place and well thought out by now.
Given how long this has actually been in the works, why are we not able to say already that you have been working with the community and that you have a jobs plan ready to go?
Well, the point is, we've got the money there ready to go. Until the company had made the official announcement, nobody had wanted to preempt that announcement.
But despite the cost to the community, as Australia's dirtiest power station, Hazelwood's closure was seen as inevitable. The plant accounts for 3% of the country's greenhouse gas emissions. That doesn't mean, though, that its closure will cut emissions by that amount, because that power will still need to come from somewhere. Most likely in the short term from black coal-fired power stations in New South Wales.
In that case, the emissions impact will be not the full emissions of Hazelwood, but the difference between Hazelwood and whatever replaces it. In the case of black coal, that means the impact will be more like 1% of Australia's annual emissions.
So you'll see 1 gigawatt coming off from Victoria's brown coal and 1 gigawatt coming up out of New South Wales black coal.
Roger Dargaville watches Australia's energy generation matrix closely. Even though Hazelwood produces 22% of Victoria's energy and 4% of the national grid, he says Hazelwood's closure will have little impact on Australia's energy security or on price.
I think from an energy system point of view, the closure of Hazelwood isn't going to be a big deal. In New South Wales, there's a number of black coal generators that are running at fairly low capacity factors that can produce more output if required. They're more expensive to run using New South Wales black coal, so the costs will go up. It certainly won't stay the same, but we expect that cost to be quite minimal.
Today, state and federal governments were putting that figure at between 4 to 8% for Victorian consumers. And both governments were reassuring energy security is not at risk.
The reliability of the system will be maintained.
While that might be true in the short term, in the longer term, the picture is less clear. Hazelwood's closure is another step on the road to a low-carbon future, in line with our international commitments. But it's here that experts and industry alike are worried about the lack of a clear national plan for meeting our future energy needs.
So we have a bunch of state-based renewable energy targets, we have a renewable energy scheme nationally, but we don't have a national energy and climate plan for what the grid looks like and how we get there.
We have a huge challenge ahead of ourselves. To build a low-carbon electricity energy system is difficult. Unless you have a lot of hydro, which we don't, no one's ever gone to a very high penetration renewable energy system before.
We've got to stop running energy policy like we're running student politics. This is really big industrial infrastructure that runs the economy, and we've got to get this right. It's going to be really important if we're going to deliver a sort of a growing economy in the 21st century.